Stuart Alladay is a guest on this show and looks like he will say some bad things about, say, BlackRock. Now you can trade their real goods for your own USGC BitBoy. That is the right amount. Yes, the kid makes his guesses about the next bull market boom. Robbie Mitchell, the former employee of Ripple, who told us about the XRP price goals, is going to talk to us. Wait till you hear what he says. We got a lot of other cool stuff planned for you instead. Things like boy bands, XRP charts, and how little space there is between prices. Do you remember that? Think back to what was asked of me. It's been a while since I last talked to one of the best people in the field. Keith went on XRP trips in June. Wow. That makes me think of an idea for a song. All right, it rhymes a bit, so let's begin. Ethereum is up 1.2% right now, with $71,067 or $3,539. Ethereum is right behind it in second place. Now that both USDT and USDC have gained 0.5%, they are getting closer to the dollar pegs. Even though it ended the day at 61 cents, XRP is trying to move in the green. Even though the Bitcoin market cap is low right now, there is no reason to worry. $2 quadrillion, which is about $677 billion. Please take a look at that BNB 625. It looks like I have a BNB. People, isn't that interesting? Please allow me to take a quick look. I really don't know where the crazy amount of Binance coins I think I have came from, which is why I'm here. Of course, it's not in that wallet, or maybe it is in that wallet and on this computer. There are way too many wallets on me. I'm sure I own it. I believe I have at least one Binance coin hidden away. It's fine with me. It's free $625 there. And we'll go watch a teacher. Based on what we talked about in the first movie, here are some things you should know. Hong Kong hopes to allow spot Ethereum and Bitcoin exchange traded funds by Monday. It's important to remember this. This means that the ETs gets bigger as more institutional money comes in from outside the US. As the week goes on, let's keep an eye on Thursday to see if Hong Kong actually lets these Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs happen. Keep an eye on the sound level. This is a good sign. Take a look at how much money is coming into the markets. Don't forget that you will get Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP ETFs. There will be boxes to show things off. There will be a lot of ETFs to choose from. Good news, everyone Older says the SEC is doing fine. What do you know? They were just not able to win. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals said that the SEC could not reject the seller in the gold case because the buyer did not lose any money. The court didn't decide to go over this ruling again because the SEC has such a great track record. I think going after Ripple was one of the worst things they have ever done. Document carrying out what they did before. They sued these companies even though they knew they wouldn't fight back because all they had to do was write a letter and give it to the firm. The firm would then get scared and send them a huge amount of money, rents and so on. They were too proud at company BCD. Since then, they picked the wrong fight. The problem has only gotten worse. The court system has done damage. Options worth Bitcoin are about to run out of time. Today, 800 million Ethereum options and $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin will no longer be valid. The Bitcoin market might go up and down for a short time because of these events. That's why we need to watch them carefully. To find out what will happen, we need to look into it. But they do have a set date when they expire. We have been keeping an eye on this pattern, so let's check to see if it is slowly going down or if it is still going up. Based on how the market is right now, the second option is more possible. It's true that BlackRock changed reality into a token. With the new smart contract feature, transactions should go more quickly, be clearer, and be more useful. You can now trade assets for USDC. After Circle announced an important invention, the banking system changed. It is now easy for owners in BlackRock's institutional digital liquidity fund to turn tokenized real assets they own into USDC. This is important because they are making a stablecoin that will let people move their tokenized assets to buy cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin ETFs. The kid says that the release of ETFs for XRP or Ethereum is just another way to get people to use old-fashioned online services. He says that these 6 coins, Bitcoin included, are worth a lot of money. Hi Solana, Ethereum is like silver in the world. Come on, Sushi, the venture capitalists are pushing it because XRP is the best blockchain. Based on the result of the case in the IPO, I'm not sure how an XRP IPO would look. He might be talking about ripple effects, but people, XRP can't have a public sale. Oro and Python can go get me. Let me think for a moment about whether Orno is going to be very rich. I think I know more than I should. It looks like Orno will be very rich. I'd like to get some of this. I think BlackRock will be pumping this thing very soon, no matter what. There is a good chance that this will double in value over the next 10 years, even though the all-time high of $5 is getting close. I think I want to do it, but I need to do some more study first. The guy with the orange pins was Robbie Mitchell, who used to work for Ripple and is now the head of digital Asper Space at BlackRock. Us.Thankx has been the most important person who could have started the game up until now. You already know that you didn't see BlackRock lose either. You already know I had my doubts, but there's no question about it. You know what? Larry Frank was really orange pilling at first. It was kind of what I thought he would do. They could have been the first and made a lot of money. When I asked Scaramucci about it, he gave the same answer. He told you to pay attention to what you did. In the hallway of the Four Seasons Hotel, this man and I talked. He asked me a few years ago, why are you interested in Bitcoin? It's a trick. Then he said that Mitchnick had moved to BlackRock and started working there. It's silly to even bring that up as a possible problem for your image. Right now you're hearing Larry think he was really orange-pilled by you. Have a conversation about it. That's wonderful. Please let me know when the next Ripple worker will be coming to BlackRock. Lawrence became interested in cryptocurrencies because of this, and he now believes the field has a lot of potential. You have something. If you don't think BlackRock would make an XRP ETF for just 1 second, when I get there, I'll let you know that we've set up a network and that Ripple's Kurtz and the bar can be used in real life. We are focused on digital goods on the blockchain and most likely will stay that way, which closed 40 deals worth more than $10 billion last year. It's likely that we'll look at 80 places this year and maybe even 20 more. It's important to remember this. Pay close attention to what she says. That is a very real use case, I have to say. Last year, our network of blockchain digital assets, which we made and are widely used in 40 areas, earned more than $10 billion. Most likely will double or triple that amount. After a year, we're still going strong. In fact, the conversation is still going on. What other issues do we still need to address with the current banking system now that we've taken care of one? The payment of rights, bonds, and other assets is part of that. In fact, we're moving into that area right now. Now that we know all of this, how can we use it to help solve some of those other problems? What about the good things it does for the environment? How does it help there? You briefly talked about the good things about the business and society, but the setting is still interesting, right? Okay, that's it. That one is actually pretty good. People in the business haven't talked about it much, but it's beginning to come up. In fact, this is one reason why we're so proud of the record we use for world trade. There is no carbon in the XRP record. It's interesting to study where we see the gains in business. I believe it's clear when you add up all the energy that the old system needs and then start using carbon-neutral blockchains like the XRP ledger. Has anyone thought about the pros of that? One change we can look forward to is being able to tokenize carbon credits on the network. But how are you at Ripple making these apps that work so well with the carbon that we made? How can we do the same? A group of us are working on several projects at the moment. Moving into that area a bit, we can learn a lot from this new field. We can understand that all of the information we have comes from other places, though, because we don't use any carbon. Ledger, that's really helpful. I think this is like our crypto journey so far. We've joined the market, had more conversations, learned more, and seen some really powerful messages and comments. Then, though, we look at this. This is how you get to Keith's chart. The area where people buy things is here, people. This is also true for us. Check out this graph. It tells you everything you need to know about our rise to the top. It won't be long until summer. 75 go on a short trip and then go back to stock right away. By the end of the year, the moving will have happened.